The man could never have imagined that by simply mastering water magic, the kid could not only pull moisture from the air to create an ice cup, but also stack 10,000 layers of ice walls for a massive physical attack. The adventurer nearby was absolutely floored. It all started when the boy found an adventurer in trouble by the seashore. Since it was his first time seeing another human, he saved him. The adventurer's name was Abel. Grateful for the rescue, Abel wanted to give him a gift as thanks once they returned, but the boy told him there were no towns nearby, not a soul in sight. Returning home wasn't going to be easy. Shocked, Abel insisted they go back to the shore, but things looked grim. The ship was trashed beyond repair, and it seemed he was the only survivor. When asked what he'd do next, Abel said he needed to get back to the kingdom of Luan to reunite with his party, but he had no clue how. Luckily, while the boy had never been to a human town, he knew the way was north. A dragon he'd met once told him that the area was surrounded by sea on 3 sides, with only the northern mountains accessible by foot. Worried about getting lost, Abel asked the boy to lead the way. After being in this world for so long, the boy figured it was time to explore and agreed. Before leaving, he said goodbye to the fairy king who had been teaching him. As a parting gift, the fairy king gave him a set of clothes. The boy was thrilled. He hadn't had proper clothes in years. The next morning, geared up in his new outfit, he and Abel set off toward the north. It wasn't long before they ran into a monster. As a top-tier adventurer, Abel took it down with a single blow from his battle aura skill, defeating the demon boar that had given the boy trouble before. As they continued, the boy sensed a swarm of lizard men approaching. He decided to jump into the fight with his magic, firing off 4 ice spears at once without even using a wand. Abel was stunned. He'd been told by a wind mage friend that you can only launch 1 attack per chance. The boy just shrugged, saying he didn't know about wind magic, but for water, this was totally normal. The boy then casually conjured an ice cup filled with water to quench his thirst. Abel was completely baffled, unsure if the kid's affinity was water or ice. After some quick explaining, they kept moving and finally cleared the forest, reaching a vast plain. Abel was just starting to enjoy the view when he suddenly sensed something behind them and draws his weapon to block the attack, and our boy sets up an ice wall for defense. Abel senses trouble. They've unknowingly entered the territory of the stone golems. They need to leave quickly or they'll be surrounded. He launches a combat skill at the nearest golem, and while he lands a direct hit, it has no effect. The golem regenerates instantly. Our boy finds this interesting. He has a spell he's been wanting to try. Abel agrees and leaves it to him. Seeing boy immense power, Abel is stunned, but the boy's magical power seems bottomless. In an instant, he wipes out every golem on the plain. With the golems defeated, they decide to rest there for the night. Abel is deeply impressed and suggests the boy visit the dungeon in town, where his skills would surely bring great rewards. This piques the boy's interest, and they talk late into the night. He learns about dwarves, elves, and many things he's never seen before. A few days pass, and they finally cross the plain and reach the mountains. As they climb, the lack of other travelers strikes the boy as odd. Suddenly, a massive griffin swoops down. Abel is frozen with fear, never having faced such an intimidating opponent. Following the boy's advice, Abel offers up all their food as a sacrifice. The griffin accepts and leaves them alone.